Have you envisioned AI doing beyond its typical tasks? Imagine the possibilities when AI matches or surpasses human abilities. Visualize AI helping us uncovering hidden talents and gaining deeper self-insights. Introducing iBlooming, where your journey to self-realization begins. Powered by our innovative open AI technology, iBlooming is designed to help you uncover and nurture you. At iBlooming, we leverage big data and extensive historical insights to craft detailed AI-driven profiles that provide profound understanding of your personality and capabilities. At iBlooming, personalized profiling guides you to your unique goals with tailored courses, enhancing your growth and equipping you for success in diverse fields. iBlooming brings the world to your doorstep with multiple language selections through seamless AI translation.
Courage हमें तरीकों और जीवन के पहलुओं में मदद करता है. Pertama, memberikan kemampuan.
This global knowledge base not only broadens your perspective but also enriches your learning experience. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, an experienced professional, or an inquisitive student, iBlooming localizes content to guide you towards a successful and fulfilling future. Beyond your own growth, you can empower others and contribute to their growth by becoming a channel provider and sharing your unique talents, experiences, and ideas through the platform. Join us at iBlooming and embark on a transformative journey to bloom into your full potential. Let's bloom together in this exciting adventure of self-discovery and personal growth.
In today's fast-paced world, artificial intelligence is transforming the world, automating tasks and reshaping the job market. Millions of jobs are at risk of being replaced by AI. At the same time, AI is helping people achieve greater success in the business world. The question is, are you ready to adapt and thrive in this new era? The key to success is mastering more knowledge, acquiring new skills, and broadening your horizons to meet the demands of today's rapidly changing world. We are proud to introduce the solution, iBlooming, an AI-based learning platform. One of our revolutionary learning concepts is the Global I-Learning Movement, GIM. Our mission is simple, to foster a lifelong learning attitude globally. We offer high value, high benefits, and a super low cost. You gain exclusive access to live seminars and content from renowned speakers and coaches around the world. Typically, this could cost hundreds to thousands of dollars. But with the GIM concept, the cost is incredibly low, only $2 per month. So everyone can learn from local and global experts. We not only provide a wide range of topics, subjects, knowledge, and skills, but also a lot more benefits. Learning opportunities from both local and global experts, covering a wide selection of topics or subjects. Opportunities to connect with experts who offer special micro-certifications. Need a specific skill to thrive in this new AI world? Our on-demand videos from global speakers are ready whenever you need them. Learn anytime, anywhere. Connect directly with our channel providers for personalized mentoring and coaching. Get the guidance you need to excel in your career. Personalized learning topics based on your profile through AI and big data. Translations provided by iBlooming's in-house AI team, allowing learners to understand foreign experts in their own language. A variety of topics ranging from casual to professional. Flexibility to learn when and where you want. Skills that schools don't teach, keeping pace with the AI era, and unlocking new opportunities for personal development, financial growth, and holistic success. Sign up now at iBlooming and take the first step towards a brighter, more successful future. Only $2 per month. Don't wait for the future to pass you by. Upskill yourself today and join the global I-Learning movement.
Hello, welcome to iBlooming preview today. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from different country and different cities. My name is Ivy from Hong Kong, and I would like to get to know each others. And maybe you can share with me to write down where you're coming from, which country or city you are coming from. Okay, let's see in the chat box. Okay, I see from Cambodia, Chanta from Cambodia, welcome. Sovania from Cambodia, Dr. Mansarin from Cambodia, and also Mina from Indonesia, Jakarta, and also Cambodia, and Tris from Jakarta, Indonesia. Welcome. Also, welcome Grace from Malaysia, and very far away, Miss Hugh from Vancouver, Canada, and also Savut from Cambodia. Wow, a lot of people from different countries in Cambodia, in Malaysia, and also in Jakarta. Excuse me. And also from my country, Joanne from Hong Kong. Okay, welcome to everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you today. Today is a very honor. We have an amazing speaker. So today, before we go on the main event, I would like to share with you some of the important announcements. First of all, this event will be conducted in English, and live interpretations is available in Bahasa Indonesia, Mandarin, Cantonese, and also Khmer. For other languages, you can use the caption feature to view your interpretations. Okay, secondly, we are very happy we have the Q&A sections with our speaker, but during the sharing sections, if you already have the questions, you can write down on the chat box, and I will read out your questions after the sharing. Okay, and lastly, that I highly recommend and encourage everyone to participate actively by supporting our speaker to send a lot of emojis, reactions, and positive comments. Let's try together the reactions, the functions. Okay, I see love. Thank you so much. I see a lot of love sending out, and you can also try the thumbs up, also try the clapping applause. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you for your support. Okay, thank you so much. And today, our topics, we are continuing on our last week series, and we are very honored to also invite our amazing speaker, Mr. Ivan Choi, to share with us. And he is the master of character profiling. And he will continue on the, excuse me, he will continue on the last week series about bullying. And this week, today, he will share with us, as a parents, how to how to handle and help our kids when they are encountering the social bullying. I think social bullying topic is a very hot topic in the world. So let's together and then join me to give a lot of applause to welcome Mr. Ivan Choi on the stage.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to GIM. Welcome to all our friends from all around the world. Today's topic, we are continuing last week's topic regarding bullying. Do you remember if you participated last week? No worries, today we are going to talk about social bullying. Through each child's unique iBoomie personality, we can understand their different reactions. This will help parents know what to do, whether it's communicating effectively with their children or stepping in when bullying occurs. How can we best support children in overcoming these challenges? All right, let's move into today's topic. Social bullying really is unavoidable. Sometimes school is just like a mini society. People all have different personalities. In certain environments, children may unfortunately experience various forms of harmful bullying. For example, this might involve being systematically excluded or intentionally isolated from a group. In other cases, it includes threats and psychological manipulation. Because these behaviors are often deeply hidden, they frequently remain completely invisible to the adults around them. There are no physical wounds nor any obvious signs of a fight, but for children, this cannot be ignored. it hurts them deeply. They may feel a profound lack of belonging. Even in milder cases, this isolation heavily impacts their school engagement and overall sense of connection to their peers. In severe cases, it can even affect a child's psychological development. For them, being rejected causes deep and painful emotional damage. So remember, bullying isn't always physical. We must pay close attention to children's feelings too. So, what does social bullying actually include? It includes intentionally leaving out a child from participating in a social circle or group activities, or spreading harmful rumors and lies about them. Sometimes they will do things in front of many people to make the child feel deeply embarrassed. Or they might use friendship to guilt trip and control others by saying, if you play with him, we can no longer be friends, which are all forms of verbal threats. This also includes rejection and collective cold shoulder, where they experience silence in groups, mass rejection, or others opening a new group just to leave them out, which leaves the child feeling deeply isolated. And this is exactly when we must remind parents not to immediately tell them, that is okay, and to just find another group of friends, because this actually does not solve the problem. Instead, we must pay close attention whenever this kind of situation happens. We need to observe whether this is just an occasional incident or a repeated intentional action that makes the child feel isolated. Because if it is indeed a repeated situation, we must take it seriously and address it properly. And we may even need to communicate with the school regarding the matter. As we just mentioned, the most crucial first step for parents is to avoid telling their children that simply finding a new group of friends will solve the problem. We need to help children understand that avoidance never truly solves the problem. Help children clearly identify a few key issues. First, are these friends safe? It turns out that even among children, there are some who are not safe to be around. We need to distinguish, for example, if some are older than them or physically stronger. Since they often pick on weaker and smaller children who do not know how to protect themselves yet, we must observe carefully whether these other kids are truly safe to hang out with. Second, we need to watch out for unstable friends who might constantly do unexpected things and show high unpredictability in their temperament. Sometimes they treat you very well, but other times they might say things that really hurt you. Or they get angry very easily, their emotions are very unstable. We need to pay attention to these children. Also, are there children who might hurt others? Many children do not know how to handle these kinds of problems on their own. They often resort to violence or physical fights to solve their problems. So we must pay close attention to whether any friends around them exhibit this kind of behavior. In addition, we must tell children that when they encounter these kinds of problems, they need to know how to ask for help immediately. This means seeking out adults, teachers, or parents, and remembering that when these problems happen repeatedly, we will know that the bullying situation is going to get worse day by day. This is exactly when we must contact school teachers or counselors as soon as possible to face and tackle the issue together. Children with different iBommy personalities will react to this situation in completely different ways. Let's take a look together at how you would react to this. Are there any Yaya here? You can type Yaya, Y-A-Y-A, in the chat room. What would a Yaya's reaction be when facing such bullying? They will try their best to please everyone and do whatever they can to create a fun, happy atmosphere. They don't want to be excluded by others, so they'll think to themselves, is it because I'm not interesting enough? Actually, this is a risky situation because they end up turning themselves into a performer just to please others and to gain the approval of others. This approach is definitely not the best one. Over time, Yaya will lose their self-confidence and their ability to think independently. As parents, we want to give you some advice. Tell children that they don't need to keep performing for others or trying to please them through these acts. It is much more important to build a true, solid friendship. We also need to tell you to walk away from situations where you feel threatened. Instead, we need to build truly genuine friendships. Yaya thinks that if I can just be a bit happier or more fun, everyone will like me. So remember, as parents, keep in mind that we shouldn't ask children to put on a performance. Using a performance to what we call beg for love or friendship is completely wrong. Parents should tell them that true friends don't need you to constantly please them like this. All right, now let's take another look at how Wawa reacts to this. Do we have any Wawa out there? Now, let's type Wawa on the screen. W-A-W-A. Wawa reacts in a very different way. They quietly drift away from the group and stop participating in activities altogether. Instead of trying to explain, Wawa just pulls back. Wawa becomes more and more isolated. This is exactly how Wawa reacts when facing social bullying. The risk here is that Wawa will become increasingly withdrawn, retreating further and further into their own isolated world. Because of this, my advice to parents is simple. Please don't force them to blend into a large group. First, help them find a group of safe friends, exactly like the safe peer circles we just discussed. From there, you can ask more specific questions, such as, who did you eat lunch with? Or where did you go during recess? Shower Wawa with extra care and let them share whether they feel isolated right now. Remember, Wawa doesn't always need to be surrounded by a huge crowd of friends. Sometimes, they just need some time alone so that Wawa can sit quietly and think. As parents, we don't need to find a massive group of friends or force Wawa to fit into a large crowd. We must understand that they don't need a huge social circle. With just one or two close friends, Wawa can grow up perfectly healthy and happy in any environment. All right, now let's talk about Fifi. His immediate reaction is a deep fear of rejection. If he gets rejected by a group of friends, he will become incredibly upset. He reacts very quickly, either bursting into tears right away or feeling that everyone is excluding him and that it's just not fair. He truly longs for acceptance from the group. Isn't he completely different from Wawa? While Wawa would quietly slip away, Fifi does the exact opposite. He will do whatever it takes to hold on to those friendships and prove himself. Because he is so terrified of being rejected by everyone. He can easily fall into a difficult pattern during times like this. This means having your emotions completely controlled by another child, which is what we call friendship blackmail. This kind of cold shoulder turns into self-doubt, and that's something we need to be very careful about. So, what is the parent's advice? First, calm Fifi emotions and then tell the child that healthy friendships should never involve moral blackmail. Or that only through some manipulation can everyone build a friendship or a group. Not being accepted by them doesn't mean the whole world doesn't accept you. Therefore, Fifi highly values relationships, meaning he is constantly worried about getting hurt. That's why Fifi's reaction is particularly deep and profound. So what should we do as parents? Tell Fifi that real friends won't keep hurting you. You don't need to be afraid of losing them because they will always be your true good friends. We need to give Fifi more encouragement. All right, now let's take a look at Mumu's reaction. He is interesting. Even when bullied, he still acts as a peacemaker. He stays in this uncomfortable social circle just for the sake of harmony. He endures being ignored and just keeps staying in that group silently. What happens to him? He becomes very unhappy. Yet, he still feels forced to stay there. Over time, what do you think happens? Is he happy at all? He will trap himself in his own world, feeling deeply unhappy. The risk is that Mumu tend to sacrifice their own feelings, allowing dominant friends to control and bully him. Therefore, our advice to parents is, tell them that harmony doesn't mean losing yourself. True harmony doesn't mean constantly giving in to people you don't like, or those who embarrass and bully you. If you keep staying with that group, you'll end up feeling really uncomfortable yourself. We can help Mumu practice how to politely say no. We need to teach them how to politely reject behaviors that they feel are unfair or that they are unwilling to accept. Actually, we need to tell Mumu that it's okay to be kind, but you must also set boundaries. Just quietly accepting everything doesn't mean you will gain acceptance from a group. Mumu truly cherishes peaceful relationships, so he actually deserves to be respected for that. As parents, we should use a gentle approach to teach Moo Moo how to find and maintain that sense of boundary when interacting with a group. Which things are worth compromising on and which things are absolutely not. Now, Boo Boo's reaction is completely different. He might say, I don't even care. He looks perfectly fine on the surface, but in reality, he feels very lonely too. When he experiences social bullying, he will hide his disappointment by sticking to his normal routines. He will pretend that absolutely nothing is wrong, keeping this deep sense of loneliness buried very, very deep inside. So sometimes, even as parents, it's really not easy to notice whether Boo Boo are actually suffering from school or social bullying. So as parents, we should pay attention and ask questions like, who did you play with today? When you were put into groups, who did you work with? Let him know that admitting to feeling lonely is actually not something to be ashamed of. We need to help Boo Boo understand that while he can say he doesn't care, learning to interact and cooperate within a group is actually an art and a skill. It's not something you can just ignore and expect everything to be fine. We need to face the problem, confront the reasons behind the bullying, and find them out. But don't always pretend that there's no problem and end up leaving himself feeling completely lonely. In the end, the one who gets hurt or ends up unhappy is always yourself. Now, what about Yeye's reaction? His reaction is feeling that being rejected by others is deeply embarrassing. To regain his status within the group, he might use arrogance to mask his pain. He chases popularity rather than safe, secure relationships. This is where the risk arises. Just to save face, he refuses to tell adults or seek help. Well, he might actually be manipulated by a group without you even knowing, simply because he wants to save face. At times like this, parents need even more to protect Yeye's dignity and teach him to distinguish what true, respectful harmony really looks like. But we shouldn't chase after or hang around with people who don't respect you. We need to know how to say no and learn to choose our own social circles and friends. Now, this issue isn't as simple as just wanting to win. Sometimes they desperately want to protect and hold on to their own sense of self-worth in that situation. So he especially needs that sense of face within a group. It's his way of saying, I'm a part of this group too. Don't humiliate me and don't exclude me. Actually, Yeye also cares deeply about this. So as parents, we need to tell Yeye, you don't need to chase after people who don't respect you, nor should you ignore those who truly do. We must clearly distinguish who our real friends are and cherish those who truly know how to communicate and show mutual respect. What about Wowo's reaction? He will read messages over and over, trying to analyze everyone's tone. He might ask, did I do something wrong? Or experience what is called social anxiety. Then they will just keep adding to their own worries. That's how Wowo are. They overthink everything and blame themselves for the problems. They even rationalize everyone else's silence, making it feel like it's their own fault. With each instance of silence, he becomes unhappier and unhappier, sinking deeper into self-blame. So the advice for parents is to help Wowo sort things out by asking, is this a solid fact or is it just your own guesswork? Stop repeatedly checking those messages. There's no need to force yourself into a state of constant anxiety, obsessing over every single call, text, or word from other kids. We don't need that. Instead, we need to look for friends who can bring us a sense of stability and security. Wowo isn't overreacting. His feelings are highly sensitive. He immediately senses when other children begin to reject him. He will blame himself for absolutely everything. That's why we need to pay close attention to Wowo. As parents, we must never let Wowo repeatedly internalize and take all the blame upon themselves. Instead, we need to work together with Wowo to figure out what is real and what is just in his head. All right, what about Fafa? His situation is different. Fafa feels like he has been betrayed. Because he takes friendship very seriously, he goes ahead and confronts his friends directly. He might ask, why are you treating me like this? Or during an emotional outburst, he could react so intensely that he might even go as far as cutting ties with them completely. It could even lead to physical confrontations. So this outburst can escalate from being completely invisible to turning into a full-on physical altercation. This is something that can easily happen with Fafa. That's why parents, you must pay attention and first help Fafa calm down. Tell Fafa you don't need to respond to every problem right away. We can tell them to pause, take a deep breath, or count 1 to 10, allowing themselves a moment to calm down. Let's clear our minds and try to see things more objectively. Are you losing your temper just out of a sudden impulse, or do we need to quiet down and reevaluate who your true friends really are? We need to set healthy boundaries and express ourselves this way. We can't always resort to violence to solve our problems. So when Fafa faces bullying, he tends to get highly agitated or even end up in physical altercations. Remember, parents, we must never allow this to happen. We need to prepare ahead of time. Before anything even happens, we should talk to Fafa or even do a quick role play with them. When something like this happens, Fafa, you need to learn how to pause. Just stop, take a deep breath, and don't let impulse drive you to make a mistake. Giving children an early warning about overreaction or physical confrontation is crucial. This way, they'll know that before a problem even escalates, their parents have already guided them on how to handle it. This approach is incredibly important for Fafa. Now, what about Momo? He simply cannot tolerate it. He will question, why is there such bullying? Why is this happening to me? He feels it's deeply unfair. Whether it's himself or someone around him being excluded, he will stick his neck out to protect them. Why? Because Momo is what we call a natural leader among kids. The moment he senses any injustice in the group, he will step in and rally others to stand together against that unfair behavior. In his case, to achieve this goal, he might quietly endure a lot of pain until it builds up inside him, eventually driving him to lead the others in a full revolt. As parents, we must first validate Momo. We need to reassure them that their strong sense of justice and their natural big brother protective values are absolutely not a problem. Tell them that it's okay to get an adult or team up with other friends to handle the problem together. While these actions stem from a sense of justice, certain boundaries must not be crossed. We must show them how to practice unity in the right way. Is it really necessary to go for an eye? This is something we need to tell Momo, that we can use wisdom to solve problems rather than using violence to resolve them. So Momo's sense of justice is highly commendable. However, we must not teach them to resolve issues by ganging up on others. While helping others is a wonderful thing, we must always maintain a safe bottom line. But we must use safe methods to protect both ourselves and others. We must make sure they know where the legal and personal safety boundaries lie. In conclusion, social bullying deeply impacts a child's sense of belonging. We cannot solve the problem simply by telling them to ignore it. To these children, their friends are everything. They are their entire world. Many times, parents don't understand the pain that children feel. So we need to understand that children, in terms of their mental development, are not yet fully mature, and we need to help them build a sense of security in their relationships. We also need to tell children that this is a lesson they need to learn in life. Building a safe relationship and genuine friendship does not mean that children should hurt or exclude each other. What we truly need in our lives is to deeply respect each other, to appreciate one another, and to genuinely care for and learn from each other. In that kind of nurturing environment, we can flourish and grow together as peers. Parents, you can talk to your children or try asking them a few questions. Ask the kids around you, when you're in class, is there anyone who makes you feel uncomfortable? Is there anyone who makes you feel insignificant? Made you feel disrespected? Or do you feel like you have to change a certain part of yourself just so that others will accept you? Try asking your children these few questions so we can catch any issues early on. Some children might not be willing to tell you about social bullying directly. By catching it early, we can then work together with the school and teachers to step in, or collaborate with counselors to identify the bullying situations and their underlying causes. A child's growth depends on communication and care. Authentic communication is what matters most. Dear parents, let's work together to gain a deeper understanding of our children's unique traits and personalities. Use iMatrix to help your children take a free assessment today. At the same time, we can dive deep into the comprehensive child report provided by iMatrix to detailedly analyze their personality traits. This allows us to support our children far more effectively, so they can grow up healthy and happy in both their interpersonal relationships and social lives. Thank you, everyone. That's all my sharing for today. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Ivan, for the amazing sharing. I'm sure everyone will have a lot of questions want to ask, and please write down on the chat room, and later on we have a chance to have the Q&A sections with our speaker, Mr. Ivan. Okay, I would like to take a few minutes to share with all of you about what is iBlooming, because today you see my logo about iBlooming, that we are offering the iBlooming preview today. So let me to share my screen. Okay, then I share my screen here. Okay, maybe a minute I can to see my screen. Okay, I think my screen is coming up. Okay, iBlooming is a global home where the AI awaken human potential. That we have the iMetrics report. iMetrics report, it is a character and potential discovery, and also help us to understand ourselves, our strengths, and our learning style. And then the iMetrics report, which is combined with ancient Eastern wisdom and the modern Western science. The ancient Eastern wisdoms, which is refined over thousands of years, and then that the modern Western science, which cover a lot of the psychology and also behavioral studies and the big data analysis. That the AI to generate a report which is combined with precision, depth, and also actionable insight, which can unlock our potential. And we have different reports. We have the free report, overview report, and we have a different kind of paid report. That is a foundation report, life essential report, and the child potential characteristic report, which Mr. Ivan mentioned before. And also we have love and relationship report and career and wealth report. That the overview report, the free one, that you can understand what is your iBombing character and what is a color tone and what is the innate traits and the personal footprint. And for AI, we'll give you the recommendations on the speakers and contents you can learn on every day. That we have some paid report like foundation report, a deep dive to your life and more to give you more information about your personality traits, and also more details about your personality overview and your personality and behavior. And of course, we have some of the career development advice and the money perspective. So when you want to deep dive to your life, and actually it is the Essentials Life Report, it is give you the guidance for the personal growth of your life along the journey of your life. That it is a deep dive on your career, work, wealth, and also career path, and give you SWOT analysis about your strength and your weakness and how to overcome your weakness from your strengths. And also the love and relationship, and also the relationship analysis. Okay. And this is the most important report for me, that, and also I love this so much. It is the child and potential characteristic report. This is suitable for children from 2 years to 12 years. It is more for the parents as a parental guidance for your children, how to coaching for your children, that how to raise up your children to understand more about the child inner core and the true inner self of your kids, and also about the earlier influence pattern, about the communication styles or emotional styles of your kids, and also have an everyday personality pattern for you to have a good guidance for your kids. So, and also important is how others see your child. What is the social style and the outward behavior, and also what is the communication styles of your kids, how they connect with the friends, and also to gain support in a group, behave in a group. So it is have a strong rules and strong directions. and also it's a growth journey on the key scenarios. It's a give you some guidance according to your character of your kids, and also to learn deeply than teaching others. So it is a guidance for you how to raise up your kid according to your characteristics. Okay, then the next one is love and relationship report. It is to understand your love DNA and also the communication style about your Miss Right and Mr. Rights, and also the potential relationship challenge, the love bombs, that how to handle this, and also to how to preserve your love relationship, to maintain and healthy love relationships, and to build up together a love blueprint. It is absolutely important for a family. If the family that the parents have a good relationships, the whole family is very harmonized with love, and it is very important for every families. Okay, the next one is the career and wealth development report. This is the guidance for you how to get your ideal career, and also how to dealing when you are on a everyday work. So, and also to give you the strength and weakness analysis and thinking, behavior and emotional pattern, and also to talk about your professional and social abilities, that it is cover a lot of different kind of topics like your leadership styles, your management abilities, your teamwork and communication styles, and etc. So your character and your core value, it is very important. And next is a guidance development potential for yourself, how to give your guidance along the growth of your career. Okay, on every report, every individual will come with a iBommy. iBommy actually it is your good companion for you, which is personalized to reflect your character. With you every day, like your good friends every day. So it also gives you the emotional support walking alongside with you. And we also offer the daily growth notes guiding your becoming, that we have Ya Ya, Wa Wa, Fifi, Moo Moo, Boo Boo, Ye Ye, Woo Woo Woo, Fa Fa, Momo. That is a very good companion for you. The daily companion, we have our apps. Our apps can offer you every day the notes for you about yourself, and then give you the energy level, and to notes for you, daily notes for you about love and wealth opportunity, and also what kind of flower. So, and also give you good news, the frequency is good for you, for yourself personal life every day, and also different people have different music and frequency. Like you have the people always say that I need to get a good vibes. That is a good vibes for you. So on our platform, we go with our learning platform that AI will recommend for you the good speaker suitable for you every day, that we have free recommendation for you to learn, and you can go into access to our online learning platform. Our learning platform right now, we have over 400 channel provider expertise speakers on the stage. And also we have over 3,500 videos courses there. And the ebook, we have over 100 ebooks, and the user actually is cover more than 90 countries. Okay, this is a great GIM, the Global I-Learning Movement. This movement actually is inspired by our one of the movement that one of our co-founder, Mr. Ongi, that we did the movement during the COVID time, that during 10 days, we collect over 280 countries people together to promote one topics, one important message is about to only consume the positive new things, new news. So we want to do the same again on the educations. We want to bring it over 200 countries. So we did the GIM program to promote a lifelong learning through our GIM program. Why? Because in this AI era, we believe that research showing to us that over 44% of the workforce skills will be disrupted within the next 5 years. I believe that the data right now is a lot more. So we need to do what? We need to do upskilling, reskilling, and new skilling for ourselves, which is a must. So that we are doing this learning platform that we are using, we invest our second AI, it is AI translations. We clone the voice and also to do the lip syncs. This is Mr. John Becker from UK. It is ex-Speaker of the Parliament. Let's enjoy this video.
Hello, I'm John Bercow. For 22 years I was a Member of Parliament. For over 10 years I served as Speaker of the House of Commons, and for over 40 years I've been speaking successfully in public.
This is
Halo, saya John
Indonesian.
Bercow. Selama 22 tahun, saya menjadi anggota parlemen. Lebih dari 10 tahun saya menjabat sebagai Ketua Dewan Rakyat, dan selama lebih dari 40 tahun, saya telah berbicara di depan umum dengan sukses.
It's
សួស្តីខ្ញុំឈ្មោះច័ន្ទបូកូ
Cambodian.
ខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ជាសមាជិកសភារយៈពេល22ឆ្នាំ ជាសភាតំណាងរាស្ត្ររយៈពេលជាង10ឆ្នាំ ហើយជាវាគ្មិននិយាយសាធារណៈរយៈពេលជាង40ឆ្នាំ ដូច្នេះខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំមានបទពិសោធន៍គ្រប់គ្រាន់ដើម្បីជួយអ្នកឲ្យទំនាក់ទំនងដោយទំនុកចិត្តនិងជំនឿជាក់ 大家好，我是张伯考。我曾担任议会议员22年，担任下议院议长超过10年，并且在过去40多年里，我一直在公众场合成功演讲
It。is very cool, right? And the speaker in few minutes can change to talk to another languages. It is very good. We are breaking the barrier, the language barrier on the learning. Okay, what is GIM? GIM actually is like today we have our on Zoom. We have on the Zoom seminar on every day from Monday to Friday on different topics. And that from our global speaker, the topics is various. It's cover a lot of different kind. Like we have our financial literacy, we have our AI literacy, learning on AI. We also for personal growth, development, and corporate training, leadership, etc. and etc. And also we have some religious Christianity literacy teaching. So it cover everything topics from global speaker from Monday to Friday every day. Only over very low price to subscribe this. You can imagine how low is that. Okay, it is only $2 a month. And now because you are joining this, we have a promotion. It's a half price, only $1 a month. You can learn every day different topics throughout the year. It is good or good? Very good. Remember to ask your friends to get the link to subscribe. Okay, this is our apps is already launched on the iOS and also for the Google Play. This is all my sharing about iBlooming. Okay, let me go back to our speaker. Okay, yeah, let me go back to our speaker. I would like to invite Mr. Ivan on the stage again to do our Q&A sections. Hello, Ivan. 你好啊，
Hello, Abby，大家好。Hello, everybody。
係我哋睇下我哋有冇啲咩問題喺度喎？咁我睇下。OK，如果你哋有啲咩問題咧，可以寫喺個聊天室度喎，可以把握咗呢個機會咧問啊 Mr. Ivan 徐老師。OK，或者咧我把握呢個時間，我首先問一個問題好嘛？Mr. Ivan。頭先你講到咧，其實今次講呢個 social bullying 咧，好多都係涉及到個小朋友佢哋個 feeling，佢哋嘅感受啊，即係可能係你唔敢咁，我就唔同你玩啊，即係好似被杯葛啊，被人哋接受咁樣，呢啲都係佢哋着重喺佢哋個感受方面係咪？同埋亦都係我聽到你講話其實我哋需要問下啲小朋友，其實係有啲好問一啲啱嘅問題，我哋先要可以發掘到小朋友嗰個面對嗰個問題喺邊度係咪啊？
係㗎，咁其實咧欺凌呢個情況咧喺世界各地啦，其實都話甚或乎校園方面咧係特別普遍啊。 而且咧我哋咁講咧係叫無可避免嘅一件情況嚟嘅。咁一個人嘅成長啦，咁我尤其是咧係喺我哋叫9歲至到16歲之間男女都係啦，一個青春期嘅時候，我哋亦都係叫反叛期嘅階段啦。咁我哋發覺咧欺凌嘅情況咧係特別之明顯嘅。咁你發覺小學生咧，佢可能係小一到小四之間咧，咁佢哋都未有建立到呢一件情況嘅。咁點解會咁咧？我哋首先要揾到嗰個原因。OK，因為咧佢小朋友咧大概去到由9歲啦，到16歲之間咧，佢開始建立佢嘅個人嘅一個社交同埋形象啦。咁咧佢特別關注一樣嘢咧，就係一啲叫我哋叫領導才嘅一啲發展啦，亦都係咧我哋叫 build up 緊佢自己嘅團隊隸屬啊。咁咧佢覺得咧呢個係屬於一個團隊咧係非常之重要嘅。咁佢覺得受到孤立咧係非常之大嘅一件事嚟嘅。可能朋友啦嘅認同咧，係喺呢個歲數嘅小朋友眼中咧，係一件天大嘅事。咁我哋都作為家長啦，我哋成年人啦，我哋都會發覺當你過咗呢一個年齡嘅時候，當你真係心智開始成長，或者面對到更加多嘅人生嘅經歷嘅時候咧，你回望翻咧，其實你會發覺，咦，都好似當初唔係話一件咁大嘅事嚟嘅喎。咁但係我哋一定要明白，每一個小朋友咧，佢都經歷呢一個歲數。呢個歲數咧，佢個心智啦，佢嘅認知咧，係同我哋成年人經歷過好多事情，同埋嗰個心智成長咧係唔一樣嘅。咁所以咧，大人啦，我哋家長咧就唔好就用你已經成熟嘅心智咧去批判小朋友一個嗰個期間嘅一啲反應或者佢處理嘅方法。反而咧，我哋咧要多啲去協助佢。第一件事，你要發現呢件事。好啦，咁我哋首先要明白咧，整個校園啦、學校呢啲社交欺凌咧，咁通常都有6個唔同嘅角色嘅。第一個就欺凌者啦，即係我哋叫做施欺凌嘅一個人啦，欺凌者。跟住我哋有一個協助者啦，即係幫助佢一齊欺凌嘅。咁我哋亦都有旁觀者啦，佢又喺側邊睇嘅啫。亦都有附和者喎，佢喺側邊可能係我哋叫點火喺度撥火咁樣附和喎。咁我亦都有被欺凌嘅被欺凌者啦。咁另外仲有一個咧叫保護者嘅。咁呢6個角色咧，同時間咧都存在喺嗰個整個欺凌嘅過程裡面嘅。咁咧學校啦，我哋無可避免嘅，因為由於每一個小朋友咧，佢有唔同嘅性格特質。當佢一生人從嚟未遇過咁嘅情況嘅時候咧，佢唔會懂得點樣去可以處理得好圓滑啦，或者係好成熟嘅。咁一般咧都會用佢嘅本能反應咧，去作為一個反擊啦，或者作為一個逃避啦，甚至乎作為一個自己默默咁承受啦，咁都係唔健康嘅。同埋咧，家長或者我哋成年人咧，就唔好去忽視呢一個情況，因為呢個我哋叫言語間嘅社交欺凌咧，係往往仲要比身體嘅一啲我哋叫碰撞打交咧呢一啲咧更加嚴重喎，因為佢係一個重複性嘅一啲心靈嘅一啲壓力啦，咁令到小朋友咧受欺凌者啦，咁佢會有一個好長時間嘅一個陰影嘅咁我哋甚至乎咧，佢亦都嚴重嘅，都會有一啲輕生嘅情況嘅，所以咧真係不容忽視。 我哋 iBommies 係希望咧能夠透過我哋嘅性格嘅分析啦，係啦，知道每一個小朋友嘅一啲個性嘅基本佢哋嘅天性，佢哋會做出一啲點樣嘅反應，或者當佢受欺凌嘅時候，佢又會係大部分會做邊呢頭先講嘅嗰6個唔同嘅角色，佢會多數係做邊一個角色呢？咁呢一個呢，都每個小朋友都係唔一樣嘅，所以咧希望咧我哋家長及早知道。因為大部分嘅社交學校嘅欺凌咧，小朋友都係會做一種我叫做自我保護啦，或者我哋叫做善意嘅大話啦。咁佢唔希望老師知道呢件事，亦都唔希望家長咧去知道佢喺學校咧發生一啲被欺凌或者佢欺凌人哋嘅情況。咁所以咧。呢件事咧就係希望透過我哋嘅 iBommies chart 啦，或者將來嘅我哋嘅iMatches 啦，係啦，點樣知道咧小朋友嘅一啲天性，跟住喺我哋同佢溝通嘅過程裡面咧，可以察覺到佢嘅生活喺校園嘅生活咧是否咧係健康快樂咁樣成長嘅，咁亦都當佢慢慢了解明白啦，我哋都要循循善誘啦，就唔好去即係將一個欺凌嘅事咧去歸咎於淨係一個欺凌者或者被欺凌者嘅身上，因為咧佢成件事咧係頭先所講啦。有6個角色，我再重複一次嗰6個角色喎，欺凌者啦，係嘛？協助者啦，附和者啦，係嘛？被欺凌者啦，係嘛？保護者啦，係嘛？旁觀者啦，咁其實咁多個角色咧，佢都喺裡面咧產生到一啲情況，所以咧大家其實都有責任嘅喎。有時候咧，我哋甚至乎唔清楚件事發生嘅時候咧，可能老師都係其中一個觀察嘅其中一個人嚟嘅，佢就係旁觀者嚟嘅，佢唔知道啊嘛。咁點樣可以去介入咧？或者我哋家長又點樣可以去知道咧？我哋希望咧多啲同小朋友喺唔同 iBommies 性格嘅小朋友。可以有效咁樣同佢溝通啦，揾出佢平時嘅校園生活嘅點點滴滴啦，知道佢喺日常生活，譬如喺佢飲食健康或者睡眠或者憑佢嘅一啲表達或者佢願唔願意同你溝通其實咧都有好多嘅蛛絲馬跡咧。係可以睇到嘅，咁我哋可以多啲去同小朋友用關心嘅角度 ，OK， 唔係問責嘅角度喎，咁咧就可以早少少咧了解到事情發生。至於真係要解決呢個欺凌嘅問題咧，真係好需要咧從一件我哋叫做根源開始去着手，咁尤其是啦。社會啦，或者係政府啦，或者係學校咧，嗰個宣傳方面啦，關於呢個校園欺凌社交欺凌嘅一啲正面嘅宣傳啦，咁等小朋友明白到原來作為欺凌者咧，佢都係一個弱者嘅行為，就並不是咧一個強者嘅行為喎，亦都係作為其他唔同嘅角色嘅時候咧，佢點樣可以叫做挺身而出啦，或者咧甚至乎企喺正義嘅一方面啦，或者係乜嘢時候咧喺安全嘅情況下咧，可以處理一啲欺凌嘅情況。如果係早啲可以喺校園方面啦， 或者我哋 iBommies 嘅平台啦，都係多啲去將呢一啲正面嘅信息可以俾到我哋嘅小朋友，喺佢心智未成長嘅情況，佢明白到被欺凌並唔係咧一個弱者，欺凌人哋嗰個都唔係一個強者喎。點樣可以做到明白呢個世界人無完人，冇一個完美嘅人嘅？咁我哋點樣可以去選擇我哋嘅朋友呢？點樣明白唔係要所有人都係中意你嘅？咁我哋可以從小嘅圈子、社交圈子開始，係啦，可能一個兩個比較知心講得嚟嘅朋友開始啊，去慢慢建立你自己嘅社交啊，係啦，點樣去保護你真真正正？譬如當你嘅好朋友遭受到欺凌嘅時候，你又點樣去支持佢？點樣去保護佢呢？呢啲都係咧需要咧，我哋有責任去做一啲正面嘅宣傳嘅。咁啊，希望咧我哋 iBommies啦，我哋嘅 GIM 呢個平台咧都可以有一份嘅支持啦，同埋宣傳啦。咁希望我哋多啲嘅小朋友咧都可以健康快樂咁成長。
哇，非常之多謝徐老師 Mr. Ivan 徐老師嘅分享啊！呢個真係好緊要咯，即係我聽到嘅信息就係話，其實我哋同小朋友嘅溝通，點樣多啲了解小朋友啦，咁同埋當發生事情嘅時候就唔好去問責啦，係用一個關心嘅態度啦。同埋我亦都聽到咧就話，其實好緊要話欺凌其實有6個角色喎。其實呢個如果6個角色當中其中一啲角色，譬如係旁觀者啊，或者係即係去支持者啊，佢哋如果佢哋有改變佢哋嘅態度，或者係將啲事情即係講俾合適嘅人聽，亦都可以阻止呢個即係發酵會越嚟越嚴重嘅問題咯。咁而我哋其實最近香港都有一個 case 啦，咁就係欺凌，就話將個小朋友一啲比較弱啲嘅小朋友，咁啲人欺凌佢，將啲錫紙膠塞喺佢耳仔裏邊，咁係其實做過7次嘅。咁你諗下，如果佢第一次、第二次已經俾人哋發現嘅時候，咁佢就唔會去俾人哋欺凌咗7次先至，隻耳仔好唔舒服先俾父母發現咯。咁同埋即係呢個溝通，父母嘅溝通都好緊要咯嚇。
係啊，當然啦，呢個已經係去到咧我哋話身體傷害嘅欺凌咧，就要即時咧要去話俾學校聽啦，同埋要揾輔導員啦，甚或乎咧真係需要嘅係去我哋叫將俾政府或者係警方咧去處理嘅。呢啲已經係非常嚴重㗎啦。咁小朋友咧，佢開始嘅時候咧，以為係一種玩啦，整蠱人啦，呢個係人嘅天性嚟嘅。但係咧，我哋如果有多一啲嘅及早嘅一啲宣傳啦，好重要嘅。咁喺其他角色，好似頭先 Ivy 你所講啦，咁咧就我哋唔去再去支持佢嘅一啲行為，或者甚至乎咧，等小朋友明白到受欺凌者嘅感受，或者係欺凌者嘅一啲懦弱嘅行為，咁咧等大家明白到唔再支持呢一個行為嘅話咧，好多事情咧都可以大事化小啦。將一啲真係以為叫做貪得意去整蠱人或者去玩呢一啲咁嘅動作咧，就唔會再變成一啲更加危險嘅一啲傷害到其他小朋友嘅行為啦。
係啊係啊，因為嗰個 case 咧都話係當中係有一個人睇住佢，即係一個唔係支持者，不過係旁觀者，有個旁觀者事後講係有啲咁嘅事情發生。咁同埋我都覺得係小朋友其實佢哋都係即係心智未成熟嘅時候，佢哋有好多嘅考慮唔敢講俾父母聽啦。咁甚至乎只係話欺凌佢嘅人，佢係話你唔可以話俾你父母聽，如果唔係我就唔同你玩啦。咁其實唔係話恐嚇佢咩，就係話我唔同你玩嘅啫，佢都已經驚啦。咁所以其實都係一個即係父母要好即係關注佢啲小朋友嘅社交嘅方面咯。
係啊，學校嘅宣傳咧，其實咧或者係家長平時咧都可以俾小朋友了解多啲正面嘅關於 呢一啲欺凌嘅情況咧，都可以同小朋友一齊分享嘅。其實佢會睇得多啲嘅時候咧，佢哋都會明白到，哦，原來受欺凌或者欺凌你唔知道佢係邊一個角色啊，或者佢係旁觀者啦，佢係協助者啦，係嘛？或者佢係附和者嚟嘅喎，佢冇去做欺凌，去側邊附和喎。咦，佢哋都唔知道係對或者錯嘅。咁佢做緊呢個角色嘅時候，咦，原來平時父母啦，喺日常或者係學校日常咧，都有一啲宣傳或者係一啲教育到俾佢知道嘅時候咧，咁當事情發生嘅時候咧，呢一個種子咧就可以產生作用啦。
係啊，係啊，呢個非
嗯，
常好啊。同埋頭先Mr. Ivan 徐老師你所講就話，如果小朋友同父母透過 iBommies 更加認識到其實佢哋嘅性格特質，咁個小朋友亦都知道，每個人都有獨一無二嘅，咁佢都有佢自己嘅優點啦。咁佢從佢嘅優點去發展，得到佢哋嘅滿足感咧，就唔會咁容易去欺欺把把去蝦人嚟攞個滿足感啊。係
冇
啊。
錯，冇錯，冇錯，係啊！家長咧都可以透過咧我哋嘅iMatches 啦嘅性格分析報告咧，再深入去了解我哋小朋友咧。但係等小朋友喺呢一個我哋叫做青春期嘅期間，等佢開始心智要成長嘅期間，建立佢自己嘅個人嘅一啲特質性格嘅形象嘅呢個時間咧，你可以等呢個小朋友明白佢應該喺邊一方面咧去發展係佢更加會能夠建立到佢嘅自信。當一個小朋友咧好有自信嘅時候咧，其實佢相對喺被欺凌嘅機會咧，亦都會減少喎。因為當佢個正義感咧出咗嚟嘅時候啦，佢明白乜嘢時候可以大膽 say no 啦，佢亦都唔會去默默承受一啲不公平嘅情況，佢亦都大膽咁識得點樣去同大人啦，或者係識得去同學校啦，或者係家長咧去求救啦。其實呢一個咧都係好重要嘅噃，所以咧 iMatches 嘅性格分析報告小朋友報告咧，你做咗未啊？真係一定要做呢個報告，我哋揾出小朋友嘅性格特質，早啲去同佢有效咁溝通啦。
係啊，係啊，非常之多謝 Mr. Ivan 徐老師。我哋今日嘅 Q&A 嘅環節咧，因為時間關係，我哋要結束啦。咁喺我哋結束之前咧，可唔可以邀請 Mr. Ivan 徐老師同我哋講幾句説話，鼓勵下我哋或者提醒我哋咧？
好啊，咁咧記住，天生我材咧就必有用嘅。每個小朋友咧，佢都係好可愛嘅一個天使嚟噶。咁嚟到呢個世界咧，佢哋係值得擁有咧快樂健康成長嘅一個童年啦，或者係少年嘅。所以咧，我哋家長記住多啲溝通，同埋咧多啲去留意。由我哋所有嘅嘢都係由我哋細個時候開始。佢因為將來嘅成長咧，都係由呢一個我哋一個苗小苗開始嘅，所以我哋iBommies咧都係十分着重小朋友嘅成長咁我哋多啲去留意同埋咧小朋友嗰個性格分析報告咁希望咧可以詳細同埋深入咁樣咧幫到咁多位家長去更加有效，同埋咧多一個話題可以同小朋友咧做一啲關愛嘅一啲溝通。記住，真心換真心，你假意咧係換唔到真心嘅。小朋友係最敏感嘅，你係唔係真正愛你嘅小朋友咧？其實佢感受到嘅。
多謝晒，非常之多謝 Mr. Ivan 徐老師嘅精彩分享。Thank you so much. Thank you for your amazing sharing. We learn a lot. And thank you all the participant, your actively participation. Thank you so much. And remember that next week we have our another sections of about bullying. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ivan, and also all the participants. And we are not end yet. I also have some sharing, want to share with all of you that we have our sharing about our website, and please show on the screen. We have our website. Please visit our website, iblooming.ai. And on our website, you can meet our iBommies. to do the free character profiling report. As Mr. Ivan mentioned, to do the child report, it is very, very important for parents and the kids. And also to get the free registrations, and then you can go on to test the free character profiling report. Okay, the next one, that remember to subscribe our GIM, only $1 a month, $12 a year. Get the link from your friends, and then you can subscribe in 50% discount. Okay, the next one, and next week we continue on our topics, the series about bullying. And next week we will talk about the topics about the cyberbullying. And cyberbullying actually is a very serious power-based bullying. And through the 9 iBommies, we can understand that how we can encounter when we encounter this bullying. Okay, that don't miss this next week, same time on Tuesday, and also same time, 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Okay, the next one that we have the next series about the island quartets. The island quartets for Wednesday, actually it is a series about for Wednesdays, which is taught by Mr. Michael Wehab. This is a professional trainer and soft skills expert, and also the commercial strategy specialist with more than 10 years in experience in training industry. And in this 18 years in the business world, and also conduct more than 400 training programs across various industry. He also has expertise in communication, sales, leaderships, and customer service. That the topics is about the psychology of human connections, reading people fast. This series is very interesting about the psychology, and the topics he want to share for Wednesday tomorrow is the science of understanding people in only 30 seconds. If you want to understand the people in 30 seconds, don't miss these sections for tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Actually, this is the Island Quartix is a 4 weeks program on this series on every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Jakarta time. And also this series of training, it is also allowed the participant that is important to building the healthy and meaningful and also trust-based relationship in both personal and also professional life. If you want to learn about this, don't miss this series on every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Okay, the next one. Our iBommy apps is already available in Google Play and also App Stores. Please download it and enjoy our iBommy, and also enjoy our AI insights for every day about your personal growth, about your energy, about the music you want to listen. This is your companion every day. Don't miss this. Okay, actually you can, from the chat room, have a link you can download directly. So please follow our iBlooming official Instagram and also our iBlooming Global Facebook, and you will get the latest information from our social media. And also on the chat room, you can see we have the Linktree link that you click on direct and go to our iBlooming website, and also to get most information and also to access to our customer service. So, okay, I would like to thank you everyone, and thank you again, Mr. Ivan, for your amazing sharing. And we are very honored to invite you to talk with us and share with us. And also thank you for all the participants, all friends from different countries to join us. And we see you on next island. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.